Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the week of joy. I hope you all have been enjoying your Advent journey so far and been using this time to draw closer to Jesus. You may have noticed that each week in Advent I've been using a Christmas song title for my message, and the title this week is Joy to the World. Now I want to first make a quick comment about Friday night. Friday night, Karen and I celebrated 10 years. Praise the Lord, we made it a decade. And one thing I found out is if you get advanced movie tickets, you better check the date. We were going to see Star Wars, and of course it was opening weekend, so it was all busy. And we get there, and we got a quick meal, so we wouldn't have to pay too much for the hot dogs. But we still got candy, and we still got a drink, which were way overpriced. And we got in line, we get up there, and I give my ticket, and the guy scans it, and he says, "Sir, this was for last night." I said, "I thought tonight was the opening night. I didn't think there was any on Thursday. I thought there was just midnight." He said, "No, we do all evening now on Thursday." He said, "You're going to have to go back to the ticket booth and see what they can do for you." So I'm back at the ticket booth. And he said, "Well, we're all sold out tonight. I can't give you anything tonight." I said, "Well, that's why I bought them in advance, was because I wanted to be able to come tonight. And I've already paid for these." He said, "We can give you movie passes." I said, "I don't want movie passes." I said, "You don't understand. We have 5 kids. I have babysitters. I've got to get in to see this weekend." So he said, "We'll look at tomorrow." So tomorrow he said, "Everything seems booked up except the first show at 10:40 in the morning." I said, "All right, we'll take it. There's 2 seats together. We're going." So I ended up going the second day. Thank the Lord, He opened up the opportunity for us to see it. I guess He had other plans for us on Friday. But if you ever get advanced movie tickets, check the day before you click and pay for it. That's my word of knowledge for you this morning. So when I listen to Christmas music, I have noticed something interesting. 2 of my favorite songs seem to be the opposite of joy. They are blues songs. The first one is Elvis's great classic, Blue Christmas. You got it, right? I'm not going to sing it for you because I'm not a good singer. But I will read some of the lyrics. "I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas." Well, y'all know I'm a big Elvis fan. But on my 1955 it was to present at the time. It was produced in the 80s, I think. 1955 to present Billboard Top 10 Hits. There's another one on there that I really like from the 1960s. It's from a guy by the name of Charles Brown. Not Charlie Brown. We'll talk about him in a minute. But Charles Brown, another blues singer. He had a song called "Please Come Home for Christmas." I really like that one. "Bells will be ringing, the glad, glad news. Oh, what a Christmas to have the blues. My baby's gone, I have no friends to wish me greetings once again." Doesn't that just sound like a joyful song to you?
Not Charlie.
"Choirs will be singing, Silent Night. Oh, Christmas carols by candlelight." You can do that next Sunday here, 10 o'clock. I encourage you to do so. "Please come home for Christmas. Please come home for Christmas. If not for Christmas, then by New Year's night." So there you go. 2 of my favorite songs about the blues, not about joy on Christmas. And then there's a third one on there that's not really my favorite. But it was the most recent one from the 80s. "Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer." So those 3 I don't think are the most joyful Christmas songs. But I want to tell you today, if you look throughout the book of Isaiah, in the first 34 chapters, yes, there is some hope. And yes, there is some peace, as I preached about the last 2 weeks. But there's also a lot of gloom and despair. There's a lot of songs that sound like blues from the first 34 chapters of Isaiah. Chapter 34 alone will not leave you feeling very merry for Christmas. Chapter 34 seems to contain the harshest and strongest language of judgment in the entire book of Isaiah. But just like chapter 9 and just like chapter 11, Isaiah does not leave us there. In chapter 35, once again, we hear a message of hope and peace and joy. Isaiah 35, 1 and 2 starts out. The desert and the parched land will be glad. The wilderness will rejoice and blossom. Like the crocus, it will burst into bloom. It will rejoice greatly and shout for joy. Notice how this prophet bursts into joy. The wrath, the gloom, the blood, the destruction do not have the last word. A time of joy and gladness is coming. The crocus will burst into bloom. The desert and parched land will be glad. The wilderness will rejoice and blossom. God is going to bring healing to the earth. Shalom is coming. There is hope. There's another song to sing. Joy to the world. The Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Today we're looking at the ancient belief in joy. Now my favorite Christmas movie is the Charlie Brown Christmas. I told you I'd get back to him. Now we will talk about Charlie Brown. In the movie, he is depressed. As one tells him of all the Charlie Browns in the world, you're the Charlie Browniest. He gets no Christmas card. He seeks out Lucy for advice, and she makes him the director of the Christmas pageant. Yet he still wants something more, something beyond the commercialism. Everyone else seems happy. I mean, even his dog Snoopy is working on the super colossal lights and display contest, where you can discover the true meaning of Christmas and win money, money, money. His sister wants him to write a letter to Santa Claus. And it's a long list of presents. And if he could not send those, he can just send money, right? How about 10s and 20s, she says. And then there's Lucy, who never gets what she really wants. What she really wants is real estate. Sounds like a budding Donald Trump, right? So Charlie thinks a tree. Maybe a tree will help produce the mood, the joy, the happiness he desires. He bypasses all the large and fake trees and picks out a lonely, small, but real tree. He comes back with it to ridicule and to mocking, to which in despair he finally cries out, "Isn't there anyone who can tell me what Christmas is all about?" I love this movie. I feel like it so greatly speaks to our culture, even if it was made 50 years ago. We have people seeking the joy of Christmas in money and shopping and commercialism. We have people seeking the joy of Christmas in plays and pageants and involvement. We have people seeking the joy of Christmas in lights and displays